Oh yeah, I got my vehicle, baby. It's 4:35. Still Sunday afternoon. I forget the date. I want to say it's June 26th, but I might be wrong. So check the description. Hopefully I'll have the correct date there. Anyway, Priscilla still hasn't come home. No real shock there. I was actually, before heading out, I was listening to my vlog from last Sunday. The one where I was going from Carl's Jr. to Amazon. And I was mostly listening to it because I was thinking that on that particular video, are you going to stop for you under the road? Yes, you did. Thank you. I was pretty sure that I had mentioned in that vlog what time karaoke started on Sunday at Ozbar, and I did. On that one, I noticed I mentioned that I got there at 2 and walked into bingo, and that karaoke started at 3. So anyway, it's 4:36, so karaoke's been going on there about an hour and a half, and I'm not going to be there for a lot of it, but I'm going to at least head there and try to enjoy some of it. Sorry, I had to stop there. There was a bicyclist riding on the wrong side of the road coming up Palm Lane, and he definitely had the right of way, so I was stopped, but I had to wait to see what the hell he was going to do, and he ended up turning left on the wrong side of me. But you know, when you're on a bicycle, you kind of ride where you can ride. It is what it is. I generally just give them space. So you're giving people space? What the hell is this guy doing? Are you parking? Are you going? I really hate the fact that they have parking on both sides of this road, because it's really not wide enough to accommodate it. Not on this side of Palm Lane. Anyway, so yeah, I've been up for a little bit. I did manage to sleep between the time that I got my car back, got home, and now. I don't know that I got a lot of sleep. I feel like I've slept quite a bit since leaving the hideaway last night. I feel fairly well rested as far as, good to go to Amazon. It doesn't look like there's a bit of a monsoon storm brewing right now. There's a lot of wind out there, and trees moving around and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I feel fairly well rested, even though I didn't really get much in the way of continuous sleep. Although I did have some kind of horrific dreams, so at least I know I got some REM sleep, so there's that. Anyway, it just is. I mean, it's only maybe about 2 more hours that I could possibly sleep at home, and I feel like I'm up, so. I don't know, just it'd feel good to go over to Oz and sing a little bit. I mean, obviously Priscilla's not coming home, and listening to last week's vlog just made it really clear, like, where my head was, that also last Saturday night she didn't come home. She stayed the night with whoever else she stays the night with. So, included in it that she had come home at about 12:30 in the afternoon last Sunday, and that just her being there annoyed me enough that I left. So yeah, you know, I mean, what can I say? At this point, I'm annoyed when she's there, and I'm annoyed when she's not there. So I haven't received any rent money for next month yet. I haven't received any bill money for this month's bills. So maybe she's planning on leaving. I can hope. Although she hasn't, you know, as you saw in the video that I started this morning, she hasn't done anything to clean up all her crap in the kitchen or all her crap in her nest in the living room. So she is planning on leaving. She hasn't even started packing anything. Those clouds up above sure look ominous. Alright, that's enough disco for me.
That's why I use and I recommend Total AV's industry-leading security suite. Not only do you get protection from the latest malware threats,
Kim Commando.
their AI-driven Web Shield browser extension blocks dangerous websites like the ones Chrome Loader sends to you automatically. Plus, with Total AV, protection covers up to 5 of
Blah, blah, blah. I don't use it. I don't go to any questionable websites, not too worried about it. Nor do I use Chrome on a PC. So.
Sunday nights at 9. To submit your band for consideration, email homegrown at alltc933.com.
It's not Dirty Heads, it's the Dirty Heads. This ad just grinds my gears the way she says it. I can't believe they approved it.
2022 tour with Dirty Heads, along with special guests
It's
Soja,
the Dirty
and
Heads.
the Elevators. Friday, July 22nd at Mesa Amphitheater. For more information, check out LuckyManOnline.com and Lucky Man Shows on Facebook.
On that note, when I get to Oz, I should totally sing something from the Dirty Heads. That would be
My
awesome.
first ever date with Mrs. Pat. Coincidentally, it was also the same day for my first ever. Get on the floor. Hit by stars, hit by cars. Drunk off the liquor, getting
Nice.
hit by bars. Keep your close, cause she's hit by balls. Hit by the Neptunes, hit by guitars. Afro picks, afro chicks. I let my soul glow from my afro. Rabbit out the hat, pulling afro tricks. Afro American, afro thick. Overall country, overall team, overall.
Sorry, I'm not very cool. I'm making a lot of sense today. I wasn't really, didn't have anything I was planning on saying. I know I'm oversharing lately. I'm just trying to keep my head straight with what's going on with Priscilla right now. It's messing with my head a lot. It seems to help. And I like having a record of, you know, when she leaves and doesn't come home. Because she likes to lie about that at later dates. And you know, to be fair, what I was trying to explain when my last video ended, because my phone ran out of space, when I called Rob and I told him, you know, that I was laying in bed wondering where she was because she hadn't been home since I woke up at 8:30 p.m. Last night. He laughed at me, and I think I earned that. He's just like, dude, you left her for 5 days to shack up with another woman and bang the hell out of her. Like, don't you think she deserves her turn? And I'm like, well, yeah, probably. So I guess you know that's fair.
Do you love your job? I wouldn't say I love it.
So I guess that's fair. Kind of shitty, but it's fair.
Definitely.
Starting pay is $19.57.
Why the hell am I exiting it,
And we
idiots?
get paid every week. Plus, you could get $3,000 in retention incentives and industry-leading benefits like company-paid health care. Do I even need to mention our warehouse is temperature-controlled? Nope. Applying now. Albertsons Grocery Distribution Center in Tolleson is hiring order selectors. Apply at albertsonswarehousecareers.com. That's albertsonswarehousecareers.com.
Okay, so that'll be 1 bajillion.
For eggs?
Oh,
Singular.
gosh. Yeah, once I get my $3,000 signing bonus from Amazon, I wonder if I should go over to Albertsons to make more money working at a different warehouse and get another $3,000 signing bonus. Kind of tempting, not going to lie. I'm still kind of bitter about how I was hired at one amount, and then suddenly my hourly rate went down by about $3 an hour. And I was told, oh, that was just a promotional thing. I mean, obviously they were making enough money to pay us that much. So why didn't they continue paying us that much? You know, I get frustrated when I think about how hard I work at Amazon, how little I get paid, the fact that I've actually learned how to operate a forklift and I'm still not paid anything extra for that. But once I get there, I'm always really happy. I do enjoy my job there. So.
Where did you get all that cash? Easy. Go to crazycash44.com and got $750.
I don't know. I just wish I was making enough money that I wasn't worried about money. I miss not being worried about money. This guy behind me trying to merge into this lane and use it as a passing lane. Not cool. Always just pass on the left, dude.
Ready to get your $750? Get started right now at Crazy.
The left side is the passing side. The right side is the suicide. Unless that's what you're trying to do, don't be there.
Instructions and get your $750 fast and easy.
Oh, and I missed the light.
That's crazycash44.com.
Oh, well.
Go to crazycash44.com. Crazycash44.com. Crazycash44.com.
Anyway, you know, I was going to talk about, that's what I haven't talked about yet, shooting all these videos. I did briefly mention that I met this woman who kind of struck me as a meth head. And I noticed I mentioned her right at the end of my video. One of my videos. No, sorry, not the end of my video. Right at the beginning of my video. Right at the beginning of my video when I was walking from the... I'm not sure if I mentioned at the end of my video as I was walking to Old Brass Rail, or if it was at the beginning of the video when I walked from Old Brass Rail to Kitty's Cocktails. The main reason I left Old Brass Rail was that I was just really kind of put off by the fact that they didn't have chargers available for customer cell phones. That's a really big deal for me. Like, you know, if you don't offer that at a place that's intended to be sort of a hangout, like, you know, want us to hang out here and like kind of have a social like environment, like that's the service you're selling, probably considering what a fundamental part of everybody's lives smartphones are, and how, especially if you're drinking, it's very like, you know, and granted that's not how I was getting home, but there's a very high likelihood that you may need to use, you know, Lyft or Uber for your ride home, which is something you do with a smartphone. It seems like they would make an effort to provide chargers for people's smartphones. So the fact that they couldn't do that was a deal breaker for me last night. I also felt kind of snubbed by Raul, but I don't think he did that to me personally. Raul's a really nice guy. And God knows he's got social awkward issues that are as bad as mine, if not worse. So it's all good. No hard feeling against Raul. I'm sure I'll, you know. In fact, I should really probably text him at some point today just to let him know. Anyway. So yeah, I know I mentioned that I saw a woman that I thought was really, really attractive, a homeless woman that I thought was really, really attractive, dumpster diving in the alley near my place. I know I've mentioned her a couple other times. So come to find out, she's not homeless. She lives, I'm not sure exactly which building she lives in. If she lives in the building that is where like my pool and laundry room is, that's closest to 46th Street, or if she lives in the next building over, the one that's like really similar to my building but doesn't have any trees in the front anymore due to several monsoon storms taking out all their all that building's trees. It doesn't make me sad that the property owner hasn't planted any trees to replace them. I mean, granted, it'll be a long time until they're mature trees like the ones that were knocked down, but you know, as it is, there's nothing growing there. It's like dead grass in front of the building, and it's not as nice. It gives that building a completely different vibe in the front than my building, which has nice mature trees in front of it and has a shady front yard. Anyway, I'm not sure which one of those she lives in, but she did tell me that, you know, she lives with her boyfriend. She made it sound like she was pretty unhappy with her boyfriend, and that's why she was in the alley dumpster diving for cans at 3:45 in the morning to be away from him. But then she also said she was waiting for somebody to come meet her there, which, wow, what a weird place to have somebody come meet you. We probably talked for like a half hour though. So yeah, she is a case. I remember what her name was. Gosh, she told me her name, and now I'm drawing a blank. Abby, I think. It was Abby. Anyway, she, you know, I feel like she would be really attractive if she hasn't been a meth head since high school. And she's got that kind of sunken face, like in the face. She told me she was 35, and she looks way older than 35 in her face, and has almost no teeth. So yeah, it's a situation of, and I mentioned in one of my videos, it's like, yeah, she looked really, really good. And she looked really, really good from behind, really, really good from afar. I mean, she's got a, you know, nice little tight fit body, but got all the traits of somebody who's done way too much meth in the face, which is sad. Which is not to say that I wouldn't have been absolutely ecstatic if she wanted to come join me and relax in my bedroom and listen to my listen to some records and what do the kids say? Netflix and chill. Yeah, I would have actually been really happy had that happen. Anyway, she told me which apartment she lived in, but didn't really clarify which building. But she did tell me, it's just like, it's probably best if you don't knock on my door because my boyfriend is jealous, blah blah blah. Which, yeah, wasn't planning on doing that. But that woman like walked right in front of me, just about.
The Valley's #1 throwback station, the all-new 101.1, The Valley.
Yeah, it wasn't. But she did say, well, you know, if you see me, feel free to stop and say hi. So I don't know what to think about that, but we did have a pretty deep talk, and it definitely did help pass the lonely night. All right. This might be ending right now. Maybe I can get this phone out of this damn holder without cutting the video off. There's buttons on the lower right-hand side. I know if I touch one of them, it shuts it off, and then if I touch the screen the wrong way, it shuts it off. Oh, I got it out. It's not very often I manage to do that without cutting off the video. That's the new Kia logo trips me out. Ooh, I felt raindrops on my head. Anyway, looking forward to singing a little karaoke. At this point, I don't know that I should be drinking anything. Last time I came here, I had a drink at 2, and then I got another drink at 3, and by around this time of day, which time is it? There's a way I can get the time to pop up. Oh, here we go. It's 4:55 p.m. Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock. Yeah, I was done drinking by 5. It might be, well, then again, I usually get rum here, and they pour really strong rum drinks. I can always just get a 12-ounce beer. That's not going to mess me up. That should be sufficiently out of my system before I get to Amazon in 2 hours. This is kind of interesting. This lot here is completely empty, but you can see the old foundation of the house. Kind of curious who's sitting on this property. It doesn't have any for sale signs on it, so I'm sure somebody grabbed that up as investment property. Probably hoping to get it rezoned and turn it commercial, since it's awfully adjacent to 19th and Bethany. Anyway, I should just wrap this up. I don't have anything else I wanted to talk about other than mentioning Abby and mentioning that the girl I mentioned in one video is being super attractive. It's really not all that attractive. It's just my loneliness talking.